A very warm welcome to the beginning of Race Quality Week, the opening event. Thank you for being so prompt and on time and early. So we're letting you in so you can settle. This is your chance for a free bit of branding or advertising. If you just put your organization's name, your role, what you're hoping to achieve this week in the chat, I'll read it out. If you can phonetically spell your name, that'd be helpful for me. See some familiar faces there. So hello, Rob. Hello, Kim. Yeah, so please do that, and we'll start promptly at 10. So thank you for getting in early. Hello, everyone that's just joining us. I hope you've got your cups of coffee. This is to be as relaxed as we can make it. Please do put, obviously we can see your name, but if you can phonetically spell your name, your organization, maybe where you're located, your role, and what you're hoping to get out today in the chat, and I'll try and read it out. It's lovely to see some faces on camera. But I appreciate it's not suitable, or some people aren't comfortable with that. That's fine. But I can see Alexander, I can see Rachel. So you get name call out. See if I can see you on screen. Vicky, Melvin, hello, Vicky. Zelfa Ferguson. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing your name right, Zelfa. Eddie Smith. I can see Rachel Blackburn. There you are. Hello, Jane Richards. Trying to connect to audio. Okay, so we'll be starting promptly at 10. Please feel to have your coffees. If you still have your porridge, enjoy it. This is the opening event for Race Quality Week. The good news is we got our great speakers from Lloyd's of London and HS2. So it takes a lot of onus off myself. So let's see in the chat who's introduced themselves. We've got Rob Neal. Morning, good people. My name is Rob, and I'm the director of Crystal Alliance. Enough love, RX. That's a kiss to me, I assume. And we've got Harsha Pindoria. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right. Harsha, sorry, I can see. Thank you for phonetically spelling it. Just having a nosy to see what everyone else is doing this week, and of course, share what we're up to. And there's going to be a brilliant opportunity for that. Good morning, Vicky. Stella Montali, thank you for phonetically spelling Stella. Thank you very much for that. Montali, Marie Allen, or is it Myra Allen? Morning, everyone. Rachel Blackburn from U2S2U, consulting in Norfolk. And then he said New York there. Keen to understand how we can support the 2024 agenda. Stella's founder of the Black Heritage of Hull. And we've got Shola Ogunlande. I do apologize if I'm mispronouncing that. Please correct me if I have. From London Borough Tower Hamlets, social worker and Unison rep. So really important roles you play there. And Craig Humphreys, good morning. Look forward to seeing what others are doing. So what we're going to do is, without further ado, because you're nice and early and you've got the front seats, there's people filing in the back trying to get through this narrow door. I'm going to hand over to Raj Tulsiani to kick everything off. Hi, Raj. You're muted to talk, Raj. Yeah.
A very big welcome to the opening of Race Quality Week 2024. This is our 4th annual Race Quality Week, and we're hoping to reach over 5 million people for the first time. It's a wonderful chance for you as change makers to get together at the start of something special, and for all of us here today to find ways of making more impact. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Raj. I'm the co-founder and chair of Race Quality Matters. I'm also the chief executive officer of Green Park. Thanks for joining us to celebrate the launch of this week. It's great to have so much interest and support here today, and we hope that we can create a space for pause and reflection so organisations, leaders and allies can think about the impact they've made and the impact they want to make in the next year. Oh, excuse me, summer cold. We're expecting over 200 organisations from over 120 different cities and towns to be registered, including Liverpool to Lyon, Newcastle to Nairobi, Nottingham to New York, and Reading to the far-flung Rio de Janeiro. It clearly shows the reach and appetite people have to collaborate and be catalysts for real changes in people's lived experience. Before we start, a touch of housekeeping. As you know, we're looking to help make our events more accessible Hence, when registering, we're asking you for the accessibility arrangements we can offer to support you going forward. We'll try our best to meet your needs. Closed captioning is enabled in the main session. We also have been recommended a solution for the virtual breakout rooms you'll find in the link in the chat. I will share that again later. The event is also being recorded, except for the breakout session, and will be available for you to access along with the slides later on in the month. Your sound will be auto-disabled, so please share ideas and questions in the chat, and we'll do our best to respond to these. The chat generally is extremely busy, so for a couple of interactive sessions, heads up in advance in case you need to switch off sound, or if utilising accessibility tools, there could be quite a lot of pings. Please do tweet and post social media content during and after the event so we can create a big Race Equality Week buzz and get past that 5 million people target. You'll see our handles on the right. And the key one is hashtag Race Equality Week 2024. We see many of you are new to Race Equality Matters, so here's a quick reminder of what we do and how we can help. We exist to meet the needs and fill the gaps to tackle intersectional inclusion through the prism of race equality by providing many free solutions, resources and tools to help change makers like you and your organisations across the UK and beyond. And these include how to do it right, implementation guides and workshops. We also run a series of free virtual events throughout the year. Everything we create is built in collaboration with those with real lived experience of race inequality. So huge thanks to you all who have contributed over the last 4 years and mean that we're able to add over £1 million of social value in this week alone. Crucially, our solutions are about making significant impact, as you can see on the screen, and all of this wouldn't be possible without the support of our partners who are funding Race Equality Matters. A huge thank you to our good friends at Lloyds, who are also partnering Race Equality Week in conjunction with my firm, Green Park. A big thanks also to REM's other co-founder, the Collaboratory, and our lifetime visionary partner, British Telecom. Also like to shout out some other partners who've helped us: Auto Trader, HS2, Edelman, Amy, and Network Rail. Their support means we can run Race Equality Week and that you can access so many free resources. But we are a not-for-profit, and like all not-for-profits, we're keen to find ways to do more to support our service users, and this requires further funding. So if your organisation, and I believe there's over 5,100 organisations downloading our guides this year, if any of you would like to get involved with funding, whether it's £500 or £5,000 or something more meaningful, please do get in touch with us regarding sponsorship or marketing opportunities, or just supporting this cause that really has been a labour of love for us and the other change makers who've given their time over the last 4 years. Due to popular demand, we've been launching a new corporate membership programme in the next couple of months. Membership will provide additional support, exclusive access to a new membership hub, and as a paid member, we will get some membership logo, exclusive events and networks, bespoke bespoke insights and ideas, and other resources, but also the opportunity to invite you to co-brand and co-create new solutions using our brains to solve your problems in real time. Also free credits on our job board, which was a significant fundraiser for us last year. So if you haven't used a job board, please do. Please also join the waitlist if your organisation would like to join as a corporate member. The link is in the chat, and I think Jarvid is positioning that at under £500 for the year. You can also support REM by simply donating. We've put links in the chat, but here's one of these fancy QR codes, so nothing is too little. Please do give what you can if you think that the services and provision and purpose of this organisation is worth it. So on to today's interactive session. So you can get the most out of it, we're going to keep it moving at pace. So that includes a State of the Nation poll, expert speakers from Lloyd's of London and HS2, a collaborative discussion where you can share your plans for Race Equality Week and hear about others, and also explaining ways that you can get involved during the week. We'll finish at 10:50, and there'll be an optional 10-minute Q&A if anyone would like to stay behind afterwards. So without further ado, let's get on to the poll. So to get us going, we'll start with our first State of the Nation poll to get a sense of who we are, who's on the journey, and for people to orientate around what's happening at the moment across the 200 or so firms we're expecting this morning. If you could answer all the questions, we'll share the results. Sam, please launch the poll. And as always, I will go when we're around 70% ready.
Thank you, everyone. So nearly 300 of you completed a poll, and it's 51% identify as an ally and then 46% ethnically diverse or appropriate equivalent. So roughly 50-50. So good to have the mix here. Question 2, the role you have in your organisation. So 22% senior leaders, 25% D&I, 11% Race Network members, 13% Race Network leads, 11% HR, and 35% other. So again, a fantastic mix of people coming here. As the other gets bigger, that's better. So it's not just left down to the similar few. Question 3, is your organisation participating in Race Equality Week 2024? So 72% of you saying yes, 12% no, and 17% not sure. Hopefully by the end of the event, that 72% will be a lot higher. Question 4, has your organisation participated in Race Equality Week before? So in 2022, 18%, 2023, 33%. So it's great. That's now up to 72%, as you've said. So thank you for that. Question 5, has your organisation implemented any of the following Race Equality Matters solutions? So as you see, the biggest one is 47% saying the 5-day challenge, 28% saying my name is, and then 19% the big promise, 8% saying Safe Space Plus, and 8% saying tea break. Those that say not sure or none of the above, hopefully by the end of today's event, you'll look to some of these solutions that have been built by the community for the community, or to benefit the community. Question 6, how is your organisation addressing race inequality? A really important question. So 41% focus on action, not just words. So that's what we need to get to. That needs to be 100%. And then it's 41% talks and does a little bit of action. So talks, just talks, does very little, does nothing, as you can see, is about sort of like over 50%. So we need to start focusing on more action, not words. Hence the theme this year is listen, act, and then change. Create the change or be the change. Question 7. Do you feel your senior leaders and managers are committed to tackling race inequality? 46% of you saying yes, so that's been quite stable, nearly half, which is positive, and then 42% saying little bits but not enough, and then 7% saying no. So we need to get these all into the yes bracket. Question 8. How often do you believe microaggressions occur in your organisation? So happens quite often, a lot, and daily is 31%. 24% saying not sure. But if we do a little calculation of taking out those that say not sure and those that can't answer it, is actually 83% are saying it happens in their organisation. So that's something we really need to look to tackle. And an important thing is question 9. How often are racial microaggressions called out or questioned by colleagues? Regularly, 6%. So 94% of the time it's not regularly called out. And then only 10% quite often. So this is why we need the solution It's Not Micro, which is coming out soon. And question 10, to have the greatest effect, who should be calling out microaggressions? And it's positive to see that 63%, so 2/3 of you, think allies not directly affected. So, and that's important. It's Not Micro is really aimed at allies stepping up to become active allies. One thing we're saying is we're not saying that those experiences of microaggressions are weak, but quite often it's not appropriate or suitable or safe for them to speak up, nor their colleagues with the same characteristics. Hence, we need the majority and those with the power and the privilege to step up. So thank you all for that.
So thank you. We'll get those, for those of you interested in that data, we'll make sure that's included. I'm running 2 minutes behind. So before I hand over to Javid, we're going to play a short video just to set the scene and create a little context.
Race equality is everyone's business because it's not the obligation of ethnic minorities to create an inclusive and fair working environment. That's everybody's responsibility. And when an organization, a working environment is inclusive, it benefits everyone. And that's why it's everyone's business.
Racial equality is everyone's business because it is not only the right thing to do, it is in our best interest to do so. When some members of a society are denied equal opportunities or are treated unfairly because of their race, it has a ripple effect that impacts all of us. We all want to live in a society that is fair and just, where everyone has the opportunity to succeed and reach their full potential. By working together to promote race equality, we can create a more inclusive and harmonious society for all of us.
David, welcome to the opening event for the 3rd Race Equality Week.
Play the role of an equality detective and give all of your people the tools to play that role so that this becomes everyone's business, not just the chief exec or the EDI manager or the HR team or the people with the lived experiences and the people experiencing the disadvantage.
I'm doing the 5-day challenge.
Hi, I'm doing the 5-day challenge.
I'm doing the 5-day challenge.
GI Group Holding is doing the 5-day challenge.
Thanks, Sam. So hopefully all of you here today are part of 2024. As you can see, if you hashtag us and at us, hashtag Race Equality Week 2024 or REW 2024, then we can pick up your assets and then basically use them in next year's video. So we want to make a video that's bigger and better than this. And as Raj says, looking to get to 5 million people in your organizations. Okay, so to help create a focus for you, your colleagues and organizations to unite, each year Race Equality Week has a theme. So in 2021, it was let's not go back to normal. And that's how we came out of the pandemic. In 2022, it was action, not just words. 2023, as you saw in the video, it's everyone's business. And the theme chosen by the Race Equality Matters community this year is listen, act, change. If in an auditorium, I'll get you all to say it together, but I can't do that. Anyway, so it's a rally cry that everyone needs to step up and not just talk about race, but to take action and not leave it just to the few. Next slide. Talking of rally cries, I'm now delighted to introduce a very special guest, a real change maker, Mark Lomas. If you can unmute yourself, Mark. Mark Lomas is head of culture, Lloyd's of London, who also power Race Equality Week, along with Green Park. Lloyd's is the world's leading insurance and reinsurance marketplace. For those who don't know Mark, he has delivered numerous diversity and inclusion projects in the UK and internationally across a wide variety of sectors. A multi-award winner and author. Sam, please put a spotlight on Mark. Thank you. A huge welcome, Mark. As mentioned, we will try and capture your thoughts and insights in the next 3 minutes.
Correct.
Okay, your first question. Why is this year's theme, Listen, Act, Change, is so important?
Well, I think, one of the things that you learn very quickly in this space to do things effectively is that the first step is listening. But when you listen, you have to accept people's experiences. There's absolutely no point doing the listening and not the accepting. And what I like about Race Equality Week is it gets you to the point where, talking isn't enough. And then you have to act on it. So you've got to find out what the root causes are. Is it that people need more education? Is it that your processes around performance and recruitment, promotion need changing? And then the really important bit is the change, making sure you change those processes and expectations. And I think what some people miss sometimes is that it's not enough just to change the process. You have to change the whole culture, and that means expectations led by the top and demand from junior levels in the organization. And when you do those three together, you start to notice some real tangible change. And so for me, that's why I really like this year's theme.
Brilliant. And we talk about action, not just words. So what progress has happened since Race Equality Week 2023 for Lloyd's of London?
Yeah, I mean, last year was a difficult year for Lloyd's. We had to face into Lloyd's history with transatlantic slavery. We've undertaken that research and published that research in the Digital Humanities Archive, which is available for anyone under the tag Underwriting Souls, so people can go and learn more. And also defined our Inclusive Futures program, which will literally change the representation in the Lloyd's market over the next decade. Added to that internally, we promoted Race Equality Week internally and across the whole Lloyd's market, and saw a 600% sort of take up in participation, which was great. And then at a personal kind of leadership level, our CEO, our CPO, and myself, we all made big promises, and we've measured how we've done against them, and also made a video about how we did and also what's next.
And if people want to see the 3 Lloyd's Big Promise videos, what they've done. So last year we promoted what they were going to do. If you go into the Lloyd's Hub in the Race Equality Matters website, you'll find it, and there's a link in the chat as well. Final question, about what has Lloyd's planned for Race Equality Week 2024?
So I think this year, as well as promoting the solutions across the broader Lloyd's market, our leadership is utilizing the 5-day challenge and communicating that back, what they've learned across the organization every day. We'll be hosting a Race Equality Week kickoff event for those in the Lloyd's market on Tuesday. And we're also supporting the Ethnicity Pay Gap Summit on Friday. So we've got a mix of kind of organizational activities, leadership-led activities, promotional activities, and events as well as kind of communicating our goals for 2024.
Brilliant. Good luck, and we look forward to hearing how it goes. Thank you very much,
Thank
Mark. So as we're all about a community, let's hear the thoughts of some other change makers of why this week and a theme is so important. Play a video, thank you.
RaceEqualityMatters.com, Race Equality Week, powered by Green Park and Lloyd's of London. Hashtag Listen, Act, Change.
Only 38% have noticed a change in their organisation tackling race equality in the last 12 months.
85% believe that Race Equality Week will make an impact on tackling race inequality.
82% believe Race Equality Week helps unite employees around tackling race inequality.
So why is Race Equality Week important?
It's here to raise awareness, it's here to help educate and inform people, and it's here to advocate for change. And why should other companies get involved? Because race equality is no longer a local problem, it's a global problem.
Hey guys, I've just quickly stopped by just to enlighten you, just to let you know that this week we are definitely celebrating Race Equality Week. What is Race Equality Week? Race Equality Week is an opportunity to bring the attention to the challenges faced by the marginalized racial ethnic groups and to celebrate the importance of what? Diversity and inclusion. Have a good day, guys.
Why is it important to listen, act, change?
Number one, we believe that any organisation can improve no matter where they are in their diversity maturity matrix by using race as a prism to look at intersectionality in total. We want to do that, we want to walk it as we talk it. Number two, no matter how sophisticated an organisation is, there's always room for improvement. And from our perspective, the biggest release of productivity is inclusion, getting people to feel engaged, getting people to feel part of the purpose. And thirdly, and the one that will appeal to most of the people watching this, is that we want to do something that makes an impact. We're not interested in amplifying aspirations, we're interested in doing things that really connect lived experience with improvements, where people can turn around and go, it's moved forward.
As an ally, Listen, Act, Change is a crucial message this year. I will listen to how I can support my colleagues, act by educating myself on issues surrounding race and calling things out. I want to lead on change so it's a more equal, diverse and inclusive organisation.
Last year, over 4,500 organisations were proud to be part of the movement. Will you join them in 2024?
Thank you. I'm now delighted to welcome our next special guests, Louise Darquois and Natalie Penrose from HS2, Great Britain's new high-speed railway. Please unmute yourself, Louise and Natalie. Thank you. HS2 continues to be a fantastic Race Equality Matters partner, and they're also a silver trailblazer. Louise is Equality, Diversity and Inclusion Manager. She advises and leads on numerous EDI initiatives and partnerships. Natalie is the head of legacy at HS2 and responsible for EDI, skills, education and employment. So as per the rules, we've got 3 minutes. First question to Natalie. Why is Race Equality Week and the theme Listen, Act, Change important to you?
Morning, Javid, and can I check you can hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Good. I'd just like to build on some of the points that Mark was making and talk about inclusive leadership, because I think Listen, Act, Change really sums up what being an inclusive leader means. And that's something that's really important to HS2. We try to instill in our leadership team that this is part of your job. It's not something that you do just in Race Equality Week or particular times of the year. This is something that you should do every day. And it is part of our expectations of our leadership team. And I think Listen, Act, Change just sums up what that means. As a leader, you should be listening. You should be curious. You should be using all of the methods available to you to listen to your workforce, whether that's staff surveys, staff networks, workplace forums. At HS2, we've got a reverse mentoring scheme, which enables our senior leaders to hear about that lived experience on a one-to-one basis. But that in itself just isn't enough. Yes, you should listen, you should hear, you should understand, but then you need to go on and act and change and bring your influence as a leader into the organisation in terms of making change that matters to staff.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And Louise, so what are HS do during the week?
So we've got a jam-packed week ahead. Our ethnicity-focused network Reach will be hosting some events that encompass this year's theme. And as the week coincides with National Apprenticeship Week, we've decided to take that lens on it. And the focuses of our events will be on how we can work with the education sector to further develop and understand education to employment pathways, particularly for individuals from ethnic minority communities and backgrounds. And we also have a combination of comms as well, which will be looking also at the changes that we're making since listening to our workforce. And one of the key initiatives it will be highlighting is Mavite, which is a CV sifting software, which has just been rolled out to a few directorates, but we're pushing that out wider to a wider organization. So exciting times. Our 2 in-person events will be held across London and Birmingham, and we'll bring a combination of both EDI specific individuals to primary school head teachers, looking at the education lens, and then also skills and employment professionals. And we believe this forum will give us a space to really discuss and get to the nitty-gritty of kind of what's going on in the employment and education sector, and begin to get people to act and change on things they've heard and develop those initiatives which will really support us in bridging that gap for ethnic minority individuals, not just in the sector we work in, but also within their education experiences too.
Thank you so much. And I think it's really important connecting to the education sector, but it's also great to hear you try new things. We can only try. And Natalie's point about, for leadership for everyone, it's not an add-on to the job, it's part of the job. So I think really important points for both of you. So thank you both. Much appreciated. Before we introduce you to a new solution for 2024, the 5-day challenge, we're going to show a quick video, and then also we'll be going to a breakout session so you can share what you're all doing with each other. If we can have the video, please, Sam.
The 5-day challenge. 5 challenges, 5 minutes, 5 days to change the world. Daily challenges including eye-openers and more. Over 1,000 organisations have downloaded the 5-day challenge, reaching over 1 million employees.
Rethink Mental Illness are doing the 5-day challenge because it's a really easy way for everyone to be involved and take action in raising awareness for race inequality and changing our culture to be even more inclusive.
Hi, I'm doing the 5-day challenge.
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 We're doing the 5-day challenge.
the challenge.
I'm doing the 5-day 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 challenge.
The Race Colleague Network Group at Transport for London, and we're doing the 5-day challenge.
I'm doing the 5-day challenge.
I'm doing the 5-day challenge.
Hi, I'm doing the 5-day challenge.
We're delighted to be doing the 5-day challenge this year.
Most grateful to the 5-day challenge.
Hi everybody, I'm Lisa with Black Fox Philanthropy. Black Fox is doing the 5-day challenge because we believe in equity, equality, and the future of work.
Race Equality Week 2024. I'm doing the 5-day challenge. Peace.
5-day challenge. I'm taking the challenge. Are you? 5 challenges, 5 minutes, 5 days to change the world. Hashtag listen, act, change. Join us and take the challenge now. Here are just some of the organisations taking the 5-day challenge. And more.
Brilliant. So I think in the poll earlier, half of you doing it. So the other half are now you can do it. It's a simple daily PDFs ready to go, and it's a free resource for you all, thanks to Green Park and Lloyds and other key partners. So thank you. So what is the 5-day challenge? In a nutshell, as it said, it's 5 challenges that take 5 minutes over 5 days. The activities are bite-sized and accessible to maximize colleagues' level of engagement, so you can launch it. Who doesn't have 5 minutes? Next slide, please. It was built with a Race Equality Matters community. There are 5 different themes and activities for all your colleagues to engage with each day. They will include videos, articles, and eye-openers to help your colleagues reflect and, more importantly, take action to drive race equality. This also links with the solution, the big promise that Mark mentioned earlier. Next slide. As you can see here, there are 5 downloadable PDFs with links that you can just share with colleagues or get people to do it, as well as a link to the Big Promise tool. Next slide. Just before you get a chance to share with each other your plans, we're going to show a quick video of what others are doing for Race Equality Week. Thank you.
What are you doing for Race Equality Week 2024?
Our network will be holding an internal event with guest speakers who will share their experiences on tackling racial inequality. Across the organization, staff will be able to access the new 5 Days Challenge tool, and we've asked our leaders and colleagues to share their reflections as they complete the challenges. They can share it either within their teams or with our network. We will also signpost colleagues to the events organized by Race Equality Matters throughout the week.
Here's how some organisations within the REM community will be taking part. REM Solutions, Tea Break, #MyNameIs, Safe Space Plus and The Big Promise. Ryder Levitt Bucknell, hosting informative workshops led by experts, facilitating open dialogues on racial equality. Sustain, CEOs of big UK third sector alliances will step up action on diversity, equity, inclusion and anti-racism. Colleague Conway, senior leadership team and other managers will be making a big promise. Network Rail, teaming up with industry with a series of events to take stock of progress and collaborate to embed industry-wide change. And our latest solution, the 5-Day Challenge. Auto Trader will be doing the 5-Day Challenge with the whole company and encouraging all colleagues to get involved. Vita Health Group will be promoting the 5-Day Challenge every day for 5 days company-wide. Here are just some of the organisations taking the 5-Day Challenge. And more. Over 1,000 organisations have downloaded the 5-Day Challenge, reaching over 1 million employees. What are you going to do?
Thank you. So we've plugged the 5-Day Challenge enough. You think we've done a commission for it, but it's a free resource built by the community for you all. So maybe we took a wrong step there. Anyway, please do it and enjoy and let us know how it goes and if it makes a difference. Okay, so as promised, now is the opportunity for you all to share thoughts and ideas with each other by going to small breakout groups. So we could do 35 groups. That'd be great. Thank you. The discussion is, what are you and your organisation doing for Race Equality Week? We've allowed 8 minutes, and as time will go fast, we suggest someone keeps an eye on the time and you don't use it to do introductions. We will give you a 1-minute warning at the end. We know some of you may feel uncomfortable going to a breakout session, so feel free not to do so and stay out here if you want to. And others may want to go in there and have their camera off. In the chat is a link to give an option to access captioning should you need it during the breakout. And the topic is, what are you and your organisation doing for Race Equality Week? Go meet each other, go have fun, and we'll see you in about 8 minutes. Thank you. So while we're waiting for the others to come in the room, please do go into the chat and put your ideas and thoughts on what you can do for Race Equality Week. So what we'll do is we'll capture all this and then we'll collate it. It'll all be anonymized and then we'll share it with everyone later. And again, you can use this for Race Equality Week and in the future as well. Okay, so as people are coming back in the room, if you just want to put in a chat, don't worry about typos or spelling or anything like that. If you just put in the chat what you're planning for the week or good ideas, we'll collate them, we'll anonymize them, and then let other people and then share them with you all afterwards for contributing. Okay, thank you for that. And as just a reminder, at the end, if people want to stay behind for a 10-minute Q&A, we can do that. Sam, is everyone on the 1 minute warning? Yes.
Yeah, they've got about 10
Come on.
seconds to go.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, great. Thank you. So as everyone comes back in, just a bit of a warning if you're using some accessibility software, there might be a lot of pingings now, because what we're going to ask is if you could all go into the chat, we'll give about 20, 30 seconds, just share your thoughts or ideas of what your organization or you're planning for Race Equality Week. We will collate it all and it will be anonymized. Yep. So don't worry about typos and spellings and things like that. Just put it in the chat so we can collect this and then share it with all you in due course. But it'd be really good raft of ideas, for this and other Southeast Asian Heritage, Black History Month. A lot of these ideas can be replicated. So if we give you all 20, 30 seconds for contributing, you'll get all this information for free. Okay. See, anti-racism workshop, migration workshop. What I'll just share, someone in my group said, which was a great idea. They're going to do the daily 5 Day Challenge as an organization across the country, and then the next morning they're going to reflect on what they learned and what they're going to do different, and then do the next one. Absolutely brilliant to keep that, it's proper listen, act, change. So thank you. I'm going to call out Dan in a positive sense then. Okay, thank you. The other thing we'd like to do now, if it's quickly possible, can we take a group photo? So if we can have, if you don't want to be on screen, please have your cameras off. We appreciate that. Otherwise, we'll have you're there. I won't tell you who's got sleep in their eyes. Just a bit early morning for some. Spotlight camera action. So yeah, again, this is just for us to share and champion all the other people. So there were over 400 people at one point today. Appreciate time's fast for lots. And then what we'll just do is we'll do a poll in a sec and everything else. Anna, who's taken all these lovely photos of you all. Brilliant. Let us know when you're done, Anna. Thank you. There's so many of you. It's going to take a week for her to get to the end. Brilliant. Thank you. And I appreciate if you don't want to be on camera, that's absolutely fine. Okay. Thank you. So whilst I do that, I'll just read out what else is happening during the week. We hosted 3 more key events. Tomorrow's event is the big collaboration, and there's 500 plus organizations registered for that. And the focus is on 3 hot topics that create change recommended by you, the community. The format will include 3 longer than today, 12 to 15-minute breakout sessions. So 12 to 15 minutes, so they're longer. And we're also hoping, possibly, maybe, might launch a new solution. Working hard on it. The ink silhouette. Next slide. Oh, sorry, there's no slides up yet. The second theme or event is on Thursday, and it's centered around leaders, themed Leader Change, the Bring Along a Leader event. Anna, are we done? Yep. Okay, great. So Sam, if we have the slides back up. Yep. So we know that from you all telling us that leadership buy-in is crucial to tackle race inequality. Without it, change won't happen. This event is the first of its kind, where we convene leaders with race networks and race champions and change makers. We believe it'll be the largest virtual mass race reciprocal mentoring event ever. This will be done through 3 key virtual interactive collaborative discussion groups. There's over 200 leaders have registered for this, plus change makers like yourselves. So please come along to that on Thursday. Next slide. Here are a few of the organizations signed up, and you'll also hear from John Neal, the CEO of Lloyd's, John Neal, CBE CEO of Lloyd's, who'll be sharing his big what they're doing and talking about the big promise, etc., and how leaders can make a difference. And on Friday, we have the closing event with, again, you can all share with each other what you did during the week and how it went and learn from each other. Again, all these links in the chat. Next slide. Please download the Race Equality Week Participation Pack if you haven't. And I know some of you wanted it. It gives us hashtags and images and lots of stuff you can use. And next slide, we have another solution that can help accelerate tackling race inequality, REM, D&I, and Belonging Data tool, built with the Chief Technology Officer behind the Trainline app. So again, it's quick and easy to use. It's really affordable, and it gives you all intersectionality data you need in your organization. It takes staff less than 5 minutes to complete it. So on to the final poll. If you can all contribute to this, this is really important for us to know how to make these events better, what's working and what you're looking to do, and we will share it with you. Thank you all for this poll. This helps us understand what's working, how we can make these events better. It's great to see that 92% of you would recommend today's event to others. No one's saying no and 8% not sure. We'd love to hear from you. How we can make it better. Question 2, was it helpful to hear from our speakers? A fantastic 94%. So big thank you to Natalie, Louise and Mark from HS2 and Lloyd's of London respectively. So brilliant stuff there. Thank you. Question 3, did you hear or learn anything new today? 81% saying yes. And that's great. So, we all go to these events all the time, about race inequality or diversity inclusion, but how often do we learn anything new? So 81% is saying you learned something new. And importantly, did you hear or learn anything that you will use? So 74%, so 3/4 here today are saying yes. 7% saying no, and 90% saying not sure. Maybe you don't have the, sometimes the permission or the, authority to be able to make some of these things happen. During Race Equality Week, is your organisation taking part in what? So 63% of you doing the 5-day challenge, which is great. So I think it's 47% last year, so a big step up there. 21% the big promise, and then 19% race equality matter events and 13% other race equality matter solutions. It's great to see 31% of you doing your own events as well. We'd love to hear how they've gone and if they make a difference. And then if they do, think about becoming a trailblazer. Question 6. Would your organisation like to join the Race Equality Matters membership scheme? So 30% saying yes, 67% saying not sure, so we'll send you more information, and only 3% saying no. So thank you. Question 7. Please indicate which may be of interest. And it's 33% finding out more about the jobs board, 50% the new Race Equality Matters Inclusion and Belonging survey tool. We'll be in touch with you about that. 38% like to input into future race equality matters solutions and insights. And it's great. The 9% we will be in touch how to become a funding partner. That's really important to us. So thank you so much for that. And 15% of you sponsoring a Race Equality Matters event or solution. So we will reach out to the 28 organisations that are up for that. Question 8. Which of the following would your organisation typically be willing to pay for? So 55% say the insights and ideas to tackle key race themes. 38% mini videos of expert speakers. 35% exclusive thought leadership events. And then we've got 29% saying how to implement a Race Equality Matters solution workshop, and 23% how to implement a Race Equality Matters solution guide. So thank you for that. And it's good to see 16% think Trailblazer entry should be paid for. So thank you all for contributing to that. And we'll go on to the next part. So do you want to sort of like, we'll let more of the poll results come through, but if you just take over, that'd be great. Thank you.
Okay, cool. So for those of you who'd like to stay, we've got a few minutes for some Q&A shortly. In the meantime, please take advantage of our Race Equality Week jobs board promotion of a 40% discount. The links are in the chat. In addition to that, I noticed that 15% of you are interested in sponsoring or developing a new product with us. So please do contact myself, Javed, or the team. We'd love to take that conversation a step further. A huge thank you to our expert speakers, Mark, Louise, and Natalie of Lloyds and HS2, both long-term supporters of which we wouldn't be able to put these events on without the help. Thanks to our other partners and sponsors, particularly I saw Christos from Auto Trader in the crowd. Thank you so much for the work you've done with us. If your organisation would like to donate or sponsor for future events or to become a partner, please get in touch. This helps us doing what we're doing and getting people past signing up to charters or amplifying aspirations. It just gets us to really focus on impact and changing people's lived experience by doing things that make a difference. As mentioned, you can also donate using this QR code. I think I did mention that once or 3 times already. So do sign up to our website. If you haven't already registered, and there's some smart people in my group that hadn't registered, it's free. Please use it. It's there to help. It's a free resource. And it also allows you to keep informed and stay up to date on what's happening. So that's what we've got time for. If anyone can stay for questions, we'd be delighted to try and help. So please do put them in the chat. And once again, a huge thank you for your support. We look forward to seeing you and your leaders at our events this week. And we do need to get to 5 million people and 5,000 companies this year. It's a milestone for us, but also it's a milestone for people who support us and the allies who really want to make a difference. And those people with lived experience who know that this is not something that can be kicked in the long grass. This is the key to unlocking the productivity gap in this country by greater engagement with our existing workforces. Thank you very much. We all appreciate your support here.